Hello and welcome back to Toy Story 3. This is Bio Enchanted, and today we'll be going through level 7, a much more interesting level than level 6. This level is, of course, the Junkyard.
We escaped Sunnyside, but ended up in a garbage truck that hauled us to the city dump. We got dropped down a conveyor belt, headed for a giant shredder.
That was fixing to fertilize the landfill with our slurried remains.
I get nauseous just thinking about it.
I quite like the little thing of the little board piece of the garbage truck going to the dump. That's a pretty clever little visual touch.
Boss, help those toys. I'll stop this machine.
This part's actually quite tricky if you don't know the trick to it, which is avoid these big cubes, because they just slow you down and get right in the way and are a massive pain. What we need to do is keep throwing these aliens all the way to the right. But then, if that happens, we're in trouble. We need to, because these aliens stick to everything, we need to get that guy off that immediately. There we are. Now let's quickly get to that guy before he goes into shredder, because if one of these aliens gets shredded, we lose. This is actually probably the hardest part of the level. And this level is actually not particularly easy. It's quite technical, really, when you don't know what you're doing. But of course, I know what I'm doing, so I can get through it fairly easily. This first part's kind of fun though, although it goes on a little too long. But I do like the music here, the whole spectacle. It's a pretty good way of starting off such a climactic level, because this is of course the climax of the story. So let's first kill the 3 aliens, and then see how we can get ourselves out of this mess. Or how Jessie can get us out of this mess anyway, because she's the one trying to fix this machine to stop it moving. I do like Buzz's delivery of that line as well, that why is it going faster? Because you never really hear Buzz being like genuinely frustrated. There's still mild irritation here, but never frustration. So it's just a fun kind of line to give him, just that, come on, really? But yeah, this is actually quite like, as you can see how close we're getting, but it stopped the thing now. So we're done with that part now. There's nothing up there, although it looks like there should have been. So let's break out here, shall we?
They are stuck under a pile of trash on the conveyor belt.
This part is really technical. You have to know.
Stay on the air ducts. Jess, you traverse the pipes, and I'll stick to the catwalks.
Basically, you have to know what each character needs to do in which order, especially to get all the collectibles in this area, because these are the most. This is the most technical level of all of them. Buzz can't get past this trapdoor, so let's switch to Woody and see what we can do as him. Of course, I missed that collectible because I'm an idiot. I actually ended up cutting out a lot of me missing that collectible. I wasted like a minute missing, well, 40 seconds missing that collectible. Which means Ham and Julius got really close to death in this level because I screwed up right at the beginning. But as you can see, this is the only level that does they put something right behind you at the beginning trick, which is a little mean, but you know, it's a classic thing to do. Of course, Jessie can't get past his part, so Buzz gets past his part. So yeah, these are very intertwined levels. For now, we just need to get Buzz across the trapdoor, but first of all, we want to get ourselves up to that photo. So we're just going to wait for the lever to go up one more time, and I'll actually make it this time. The trick is, it looks like the photo's at the front of the thing, but it's not, it's right at the back. But let's get Buzz at least across there so we can get Jessie to her next thing. Oops. Finally, I managed to get up there and grab that memorabilia. Now we have all around these memorabilia in the entire game. So now Jessie has this platform, she can, if I can jump well, get on there. Whoopsie. So now Jessie has to get across these. Which of course stops the steam, so that Woody can get across that. Yeah, this is a ridiculously technical level. You have to know who does what in which order, or you'll have a lot of trouble with this. And as you can see, the others are getting very close to those flames at the moment. And we still have quite a ways to go to actually stop that obstacle being a thing. This will allow Jesse to maneuver past this. So finally we can move a little further. I overall really like this level. Sorry, I'm very saying what I'm doing here, but I overall really like this level because of how technical it is. It's very different to all the other levels, because the other levels were fairly chill. But this level is much more interesting because it's much more figure out what you're meant to do at each stage. It's still quite easy to figure out, but the difficulty of course comes in learning what parts of the level interact with what parts of the level.
You're our only hope. Help!
I'm
Buzz,
in need of some assistance.
of course, now Buzz is stuck again. Needs to get up there. Yeah, overall, this level's a really interesting one to navigate. Partially because of the visuals, because it's a really good-looking level. Although it's
I can't
very
get past this fan.
the industrial stuff does feel a bit copy and paste at times, but I do overall like the atmosphere because you do enough different structures with it that it keeps it from getting visually dull, and I like that. So we need to get Woody across those fans. Totally obvious how we do that. But these only despawn. No, these actually do respawn, I'm an idiot, but yeah. We have to do the other one, but first, if we drop down here with it, and throw this towards the yellow lines, we can actually form a new path for Jesse as well. A secret path that is actually completely optional, but it requires, it's required to get Jesse a collectible.
Hey, howdy, hey, I'm Woody.
So let's finally get Woody past these. When that finally finishes exploding, so we can get past it. I just like how everything just kind of explodes in this level as you're getting past everything. It feels really good to navigate as a result.
Help us! Help us! Help us!
So yeah, that's how you get up there. Which is actually one of the trickier ones to work out, because if it took me a while to work out, that's where that was. So let's get Buzz back across that. And now we have to stop these. Luckily it's easy to time them. What we need to do here, of course, is block them like this. So that's that one done. And now this one. If I can grab the thing. Don't back into that, it will kill you. Forward into it, please. Forward into it. Yeah, the explosions are quite satisfying and quite fun. And of course that breaks the pipe so Jesse can get across them. And now we have our final obstacle, the shredder itself.
I can't wiggle free.
All right.
Of course that also clears out Woody's path forward as well, doing that.
Oh, great! More steam.
Let's do something about that, shall we? This is quite tricky because you have to really get the timing of her animation on the landing, otherwise you'll end up landing right as it's starting to flame up again. Let's turn off the steam so Woody can get to that switch, shall we?
All right.
Looking good.
And not fall to his death like an idiot because I'm a moron. Yeah, we need to get on top of these. I do like how each thing you do results in new types of things to platform on as well. It keeps the level from getting stale. In fact, now we have these swinging things that now Woody needs to go through the background to get to. It really does a good job with foreground and background in this level, doing interesting things with everything happening everywhere. And generally, it's visually interesting. It's a fun spectacle to navigate. If you don't screw up jumping like an idiot like I am. Over and over again, because I'm a complete idiot at this level, apparently. Don't worry, I calmed down here. I think I got a little bit, oh no, gotta hurry, otherwise we'll be wasting a lot of time here because I'm a complete idiot. We're very near the end now. This is Woody's final obstacle, which opens the first of these. It's almost very reminiscent of Saving Daisy from Dog's Life, because it's very similarly fast-paced. That you have to know exactly what you're doing at each stage of the puzzle. Oops. And it's also involving stopping a giant threshing machine from killing your loved ones. Which I find kind of interesting. An accidental kind of thematic thing in my LPs a little bit there. By thematic I mean it was in 2 games, but you know. So that of course opens the internal door, and now we just need to throw this thing into there before those doors close. There's a tight time limit, so we have to be quick. But there we are. We have saved the toys and beaten the level.
Hey, thanks for all your help. I am proud to call you my friend.
And now we have Mash the Masher. Now we have only 1 level left, which is the Haunted Bakery, which is particularly interesting, because it had no context from the movie except for that the Haunted Bakery existed. So we'll see how the game implies that. See you then.